So what's going on, guys? My name is Dwayne and welcome back to Certified Rides. Now, as you can tell from the thumbnail, guys, today's video is a little bit different. It is not all about the Clio today, guys. We got work to do. We got other work to do. The garage needs power. I need power. I need electric, guys, because the amount of time, as you can imagine, the amount of time what I can actually spend out here because of daylight and the weather, etc., is limited without power, and the things what I can do without any power is, limited as well. Things like using power tools, just lighting. Like, imagine like it rains out here and I just want to go in the garage and just shut the door. It's as dark as anything. So having electric in that garage will just be like magic for me. So that's what we're going to be doing today, guys. I bought a solar panel kit and some other bits and pieces to make it all come together, and we're just going to be installing that into the garage today. So what we're going to do next, guys, is get the Clio out of the garage so we've got enough room to do what we need to do, and then we're going to open up all the boxes with all, with all the stuff which I've bought to get this stuff all put together. And then I'm going to actually install everything in like a time-lapse sort of fashion just to get it done, guys. It's going to be too awkward me getting up on the roof, installing solar panels, and then trying to hold the camera and all of that jazz. So I'm going to just do it in a time-lapse fashion so I can just get it done. And then after that, when it's all up and working, hopefully, we can go through everything and I can explain how I've put it all together, why I've put it together in the way that I have, and we can have a good chat about it. So that's what we're going to do. Let's get cracking. Let's go. Also, guys, just a quick disclaimer, I am not an electrician of any sort, and this is not a how-to video. So this is basically something which I need to get done for myself, but I thought I'd record it and put it out there just in case somebody's doing something similar and they can get a bit of value out of it for themselves, because that's what it's all about, guys. Sharing and adding value to other people. So just thought I'd put that out there. But anyway, let's crack on and open some boxes and get on with the video. Right, guys, so the first box what we're going to open is the main box, which is the solar panel kit which I bought off of eBay. I got recommended to get this particular one because I know somebody already who's actually running it on their garage already. So as you can see, I've already opened it, but this was ages ago when I first got it, guys. I haven't clapped eyes on this for a long time because I've been waiting for the right time to actually get cracking on it. But yeah, so in the box you've got 200 watt solar panels. So you've got 1 and 2, all brand new, what you can get off of eBay. So that's these things, put them to the side. So that's what's going up on the roof. And then in that kit, you also get some other little bits and pieces. Because you've got 2 separate panels and it's just not one big one, they give you these 2 kind of like 2 into 1 connection wires. It's just going to help you combine the 2 together, so you end up with just 1 earth coming into the garage and 1 positive coming into the garage. Then you get these cables what will help you extend these 2 connections into the garage. 1 for your pods, 1 for your earth. Then in the box you get your solar panel control box. And then from this we'll be able to connect the batteries which the solar panel will be charging up. So it will be charging up this one, which I got second hand off of Facebook Market from a nice gentleman, local gentleman, who basically bought this one to replace another one on his leisure vehicle, on his caravan, and discovered that the first one what he had wasn't as bad as what it was. So he used this once on a trip, on like a long weekend trip, and didn't need it again. So it's got the green indicator in there, and I checked it out. We done like a little test on it before I bought it off him, but I got that for 50 quid, which isn't too bad. But we didn't get one. We got two. And the reason why I got two is because obviously it's not just going to be running lights and whatnot, guys. It's going to be running power tools, so I just don't want to be lacking for any sort of power or anything like that. This one is brand new, as you can see. I got this one off of eBay. The reason why I got this one brand new is basically because I got impatient. I was looking hard for another battery second hand what I could go alongside this one, but I just couldn't see one within the price range and local enough to make it worth going down all the way down to wherever they were to actually pick it up. So this one was 50 quid, this one was 67, so I just thought, you know what, it's not that much more money, and they're rated pretty similar. Like this is 110 amp hours, I think this is 100, so they're very similar anyway, they're very close. So we've got two batteries, and then what we've also got is, again, we've got an inverter which has got your plugs. So this is what you'll actually be plugging your tools, your lighting, anything what you want. This is what you'll be plugging into. But we didn't get one. Again, we got two. And I've ended up with two because this is my one from a van what I used to have years ago, what I used to use in the van, and this one is basically my dad's. He said he had one, and he doesn't really use it anymore, and it's pretty much brand new. He's used it once or twice before, and he said just have it, which will be good because it gives me more plugs. Basically, there's another two plugs like this on that one, so it doesn't hurt to have more plugs. So yeah, so we've ended up with two inverters to plug into, and the rest of the stuff is just various like brackets and whatnot to mount the solar panels to the roof. So that's about it, guys. That's everything what's in the box, unless I've forgotten anything else, which I don't think I have. There's some other little bits and pieces, but when it comes near the end and we come to checking if everything's all okay, I'll get to that stuff. But yeah, essentially this is the bare bones of it. This is what is going into the garage. So let's get it in the garage. Let's go. So guys, please do not worry if you feel like I haven't been as detailed and thorough in explaining, you know, how I'm going to be going about doing this. We will be having a little chat after it's all installed and it's all in and it's all working. We'll have a little chat and go over everything what I've actually done, just in case, like I said before, you can get a bit of value out of it for yourself. Also, guys, as ever, please do remember to like, comment and subscribe. It is essential to this channel, the growth of this channel, and it is much appreciated because it just helps me know what is worth making videos on in the future and what isn't, basically. So yeah, alright, I'm gonna get installing. Let's go. Right, so let's get these panels up on the roof. So for anyone who actually knows me personally, they will know that this is the worst bit for me, because I like my feet firmly on the ground. Quite a big fan of that. Right, let's get up there. Let's see how this is going to work. As you can see, guys, I get the positive from this one, and the positive from this one. Get the two of them and I bring them into one positive. Then I do the same, get the two earths, negatives from both panels, plug it in, so I end up with one. And I think I'll try my hardest to actually put the connections underneath. Get them comfortable. Make sure they're over my garage. So then I'm going to have a good idea as to where I'm going to put my holes. So what I'm going to do in regards to the holes, guys, is make the holes through, and then what I'll do is wherever I've made the holes, I'm going to put a nice bit of silicone around it just to make it watertight, so you don't have any water leaks coming down onto the roof of the Clio or whatever car I actually put in the garage. So yeah, there we go, we've got earth and pos sitting there now. Can that come over here? Or is it happy there? Might be happy there. Right. Right, so all I need to do up there now is actually get up there, cable tie these up, get these a little bit more tidy, secure these two down, and then I'm done with up there. That's fed through to the garage, that's good enough for me. But I'll get back up there in a bit because it is raining. So just to sum up everything what we've done so far, the first thing we did was open up the packet of brackets, nuts and bolts which are going to help us secure the solar panel to the roof. Then we used the nuts and bolts provided to attach the brackets to both solar panels in the holes provided. Once we did that, I then took one of the 2-into-1 connection wires and attached it to the positive side of one solar panel, and then took the other 2-into-1 connection wire and attached it to the negative side of the other solar panel. And then what I did next was get both solar panels up onto the roof into a position that I was comfortable with. So once I was happy with the position of both solar panels up on the roof, I then took both positive wires coming from the solar panel and connected them into the top of one of the 2-into-1 connection wires. I then done the same for the negative wires. I took both negative wires and put it into the top of the other 2-into-1 connection wires. And the last thing that I had to do, guys, was take the positive extension wire and plug it into the bottom end of the positive 2-into-1 connection, and take the negative extension wire and plug that into the bottom end of your negative 2-to-1 connection. So the final thing which I had to do was to hide and tidy the two wires which was coming from the solar panel into the garage. When I mean by hide, I mean the red positive wire really did stand out when you walk along the garage, and I wanted it to be as discreet as possible, and to not attract any sort of attention. So I did wrap it in a bit of black tape and try to secure everything down as flat as possible. And the very last thing which I did, guys, was secure the two front brackets on both of the solar panels, because there was no way on God's earth I was getting up on that weak roof to get to the back of the panels to secure the two backs. Plus, with the two front brackets down, it was more than secure enough. Nothing was going to lift it unless something was going to rip it off. So I just use a nut, bolt and a very big washer on the inside of the roof of the garage, and just put a little bit of silicone on the inside of the washer, so when it clamped up, it compressed the silicone into the hole and made it a nice watertight seal, guys. So because you don't want any water coming in on top of your car or whatever you got going on inside the garage. So that was that. So guys, I'm going to end the video there because I really didn't realise how much footage I had and how long this video was going to turn out. So you can definitely expect a part 2, possibly a part 3, because we are far from finished. We still got a ton of stuff to plumb in on the inside of the garage, and we've got stuff to make as well. So stay tuned for the next one. Please don't forget to like, comment if it's positive, and subscribe to the channel is massively important. And I will catch you in the next one, guys. Peace.